M went to the Ganges to bathe. Sri Ramakrishna was talking with the devotees in the small room in Balaram's house. Mahendra, Balaram, Tulsi, Horipada, Girish, and other devotees were sitting on the floor. M returned from the Ganges. After saluting the master, he took a seat near him. Sri Ramakrishna was recounting to the devotees some of his spiritual experiences. Master. One day in the Kali temple, Holodhari and Nangta were reading the Adhyatma Ramayana. Suddenly, I had a vision of a river with woods on both sides. The trees and plants were green. Ram and Lakshman were walking along wearing their shorts. One day, in front of the kuti, I saw Arjuna's chariot. Sri Krishna was seated in it as a charioteer. I still remember it. Another day, while listening to Kirtan at Kamarpukur, I saw Gauranga in front of me. At that time, a naked person emerging from my body used to go about with me. I used to joke with him. He looked like a boy and was a Paramhansa. I can't describe to you all the divine forms I saw at that time. I was suffering then from indigestion, which would become worse when I saw visions. So I would try to shun these divine forms and would spit on the ground when I saw them. But they would follow me and obsess me like ghosts. I was always overwhelmed with divine ecstasy and couldn't tell the passing of day and night. On the day after such a vision, I would have a severe attack of diarrhea. And all these ecstasies would pass out through my bowels. Girish, smiling. I am examining your horoscope. Master, smiling. I was born on the second day of the bright fortnight of the moon. My horoscope shows the positions of the sun, the moon, and Mercury at the time of my birth. There are not many more details. Girish, you were born under Kumbh. Ram and Krishna were born under Karkat and Brisha, and Chaitanya under Simha. Footnote: Kumbh, Karkat, Brisha, and Simha are signs of the Hindu zodiac, corresponding to Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Footnote ends. Master, I had two desires. First, that I should be the king of the devotees. And second, that I should not be a dry sadhu. Girish, smiling. Why did you have to practice spiritual discipline? Master, smiling. Even the Divine Mother had to practice austere sadhana to obtain Shiva as her husband. She practiced the Panchatapa. She would also immerse her body in water in winter time and look fixedly at the sun. Krishna himself had to practice much sadhana. I had many mystic experiences, but I cannot reveal their contents. Under the bale tree, I had many flaming visions. There, I practiced the various sadhanas prescribed in the Tantra. I needed many articles, human skulls, and so forth and so on. The Brahmani used to collect these things for me. I practiced a number of mystic postures. I had another strange experience. If I felt egotistic on a particular day, I would be sick the following day. M sat motionless as a picture on canvas, hearing about these unique visions of the Master. The other devotees were also spellbound. There was a dead silence in the room. Tulsi, pointing to M. He never laughs. Master. But he laughs inside. The surface of the river Falgu is covered with sand. But if you dig into the sand, water comes up. To M. Don't you scrape your tongue? Scrape it every day. Balaram. Well, Purno has heard much about you from him. Master. Perhaps the account of my early spiritual experiences. Balaram. If Purno is perfect by nature, then what is M's function? Master. A mere instrument. It was 9 o'clock. Sri Ramakrishna was about to leave for Dakshineshwar. Arrangements were being made for his departure. A boat had been hired at Bagh Bazar. The devotees saluted the Master. Sri Ramakrishna went to the boat with one or two devotees. Gopalma accompanied them. She intended to spend the morning at Dakshineshwar and go to Kamarhati in the afternoon. The camp cot generally used by Rakhal at Dakshineshwar had been sent to Calcutta for repair. It was put in the boat, and the boat left for Dakshineshwar. According to the Hindu almanac, the day was not auspicious. So, Sri Ramakrishna decided to return to Balaram's house the next Saturday and start again for Dakshineshwar on an auspicious day.